we're going to be live in a second.
Sure.
With,
The
Lenny.
location. Yeah, he said yes. So
okay.
thank goodness. And I've got like 6 emails. It's so hard. Okay. Oh, he said pending confirmation should not be a problem though. Ugh, I don't know. I'm just happy he gave me the dates. I'm not asking for more.
So you're streaming and you're all set to go. I guess you have a couple of minutes, and then I have your agenda ready. And
Thank
I'll
you.
just
You're a godsend.
I might as well just do it all since I'm sitting
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. How's Dennis doing?
We haven't said much to each other, so I think that's just like,
He's just recovering.
He's recovering. His family is around.
I know Corinne mentioned that he was ill and she wanted the board to send him a card or send him flowers. I was like, oh, that's a great idea, but it kind of gets lost. And
Well, the other thing is he really didn't want everybody to know kind of thing, so it's kind of like hush. So that's what I'm like,
but he went, Corinne?
he told me, like, I'm just doing what he told me to do. It's just like, okay, sure.
Okay, well then we'll just not say anything.
Exactly. Can you believe it? It's January 17th. It's the 30th anniversary of Northridge earthquake.
Wow.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like 30 years ago. Hello. Good night.
Good night, Abby.
Thank you.
Go ahead and send it.
Let's give it a second because Kareem is
Oh,
usually
join.
here as well. Hi, Rosie. Thank you for joining us.
So how are your holidays overall?
I was sick as a dog on Christmas Day, and I went to Kaiser to get meds.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
on, and I had strep. I couldn't drink water.
Oh my gosh.
That was really good because I lost quite a few pounds.
Okay. Well, all these other respiratory illnesses, RSV and flu.
COVID, you name
yeah,
it.
COVID, yeah. So strep.
Oh yeah, it was like I couldn't sip water at first. My mother's like, "Oh, stop!" And I'm like, "No, Mom, this is a lot more intense. I can't drink water." So that's what I'm like. It might be strep. I couldn't see my tonsils.
Oh wow. They were swollen or
swollen. So then I'm like going, I think, it wasn't working.
So you get antibiotics for that, right?
Yeah, I got my antibiotics, so I was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look, we've got someone wanting to come in. Yay. Hi, Cesar. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, yeah, thank you for doing this.
Rosie,
Yes.
do you want to say hi?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm ready for bed.
Okay, well, at the beginning, we just start with some intros. So I'm Grace Yu. I'm one of the co-chairs for the UNNC's Public Safety and Emergency Planning Committee, and we're welcoming you all in tonight. And we have at the helm here, where we wouldn't be able to do much without Teresa. So go ahead and...
Hi, everybody. I'm Teresa Masonette. I'm also on the board. And I'm lucky to be sitting here with Grace today, helping out.
So Rosie, what part of the district do you live in?
I live in Jefferson Park. I'm a previous UNNC board member for about 5.5 years.
Wow, so you totally know the drill. Got it.
Yeah.
Hi, Cesar. Where do
Hello.
you,
Yeah, I also live in Jefferson Park. I've been here for 3 years now.
okay, are you guys coming in to tell me about all the crazy speeding and the too many deaths?
Yes.
Or, yes, right? Besides the huge traffic, I mean, people going 90 miles down a residential street is just obnoxious. Is there anything else other than the huge traffic issue?
Yeah, I want to talk about maybe thinking about bike lanes to maybe reduce the speed of vehicles, maybe reducing lanes. I don't know. We got to do something because it's unsafe.
On
Yeah,
what street?
All of them. I don't know.
We definitely want to make Jefferson into an Adams with that bike lane. That's for sure.
Rosie, did you say we do or we don't, Rosie?
We don't.
Okay. I will tell you that I think some of the nice workarounds has been the roundabouts. Not on Jefferson, but on 29th where the speeding has occurred. I mean, we've had a couple of fatalities and, we just do need to bring down the speed. And then I know we need to work with our fire department because they complain that when we have too many speed bumps, it slows them down and the response time gets delayed. So we've got to find a happy medium because one of the things that we'll be bringing up at UNNC's board is to request that the cameras for speeding are actually in our area because some of the major streets where the fatalities from driving too fast has been within UNNC's footprint. So we should definitely request that out of the city council office.
Yeah, that would be great because it's getting too crazy. I don't know. We just need to do something.
And I saw a little one near you, right?
Yeah, we're trying to just bike around our streets and it's just so unsafe. It's just wanted to share that here.
Sure. No, absolutely. The other thing that's been worked on that hasn't gotten enough traction is opening up our LAUSD schools so that kids could or families could bike or use the facilities to exercise. In other countries, schools are open, like the classroom. Rosie, did you want to say something?
God bless you.
Oh no, I'm just coughing.
Okay. So Teresa said, God bless you. Okay, why don't we,
The agenda?
we'll start with the agenda. Please let us know if you can see the agenda, Cesar and Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. So we've done the welcome and we've done the general comments. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to bring to my attention for Jefferson Park or UNNC as a whole or something in the city?
No, not for me.
Okay.
Well, I think when we do the informational email that they send out, that I know there's neighbor prosecutor. I saw that in the not Waha, but West Adams Avenue's information for their meeting this week. But if we could probably also put down who is your senior lead officer for your area. So, I don't even know who our senior lead officer is in our area.
Okay, sure. We can help identify every senior lead officer in the various parts of UNNC's footprint. That won't be difficult. So we'll get that out to you.
Thanks
for that. Look, we have been working on the UNNC emergency planning, mini explanation of how to prepare and be prepared for things like earthquakes or fires or natural disasters. And we're happy to say that we're finally rolling it out. It's taken more than 6 months to get this on the calendar. So I'm letting you know what the dates are. No one else knows yet, but the dates are Wednesdays starting February 7th, March 6th, April 3rd, May 1st, June 5th, and then July 2nd. It would have been July 3rd, but 4th of July, so that's why it's July 10th. So it's the first Wednesday of every month starting in February. And to encourage more of our friends and neighbors in the district to come join us. We have these hand crank radios that are a flashlight, multi-use. It's great. And we were able to secure a couple of hundred of these. So we're happy if a few hundred of our neighbors can join us, but do plan to come and join us. It will start at 7 p.m. and last about 2 hours, and we'll have some snacks for you too to keep you awake and alert as we are being given great information as to all the wonderful things that we need to know to be prepared for an emergency. So the location for that is the Gramercy Apartments. That's a new apartment located on Wilton and Washington. I know that it says Gramercy Apartments, but the entrance will be off of Washington. And the address of the location is 1856 Wilton. I know they call it Gramercy Apartments, and the entrance is on Wilton and Washington to confuse us, of course. Any questions?
I have a question. So the Wednesdays is the same information each Wednesday, or is it different
They
parts
will be
each time?
different topics.
Okay, different topics.
Did you say next Wednesday or this Wednesday?
February 1st
Okay,
or February 7th is the first Wednesday.
okay.
The first Wednesday of each month, except for July, which will be the second Wednesday. So again, the dates are February 7th, March 6th, April 3rd, May 1st, June 5th, and then July 2nd at 7 p.m. So if you put that onto your calendar to join us, you will get all the great information from our emergency response teams. The CERT people, some folks from the fire department will come and share what we all should be doing or knowing to make sure our family and house and pets and everyone are secure and safe.
Thank you.
And maybe we can have Laura email it in our monthly newsletter.
Absolutely.
So it can, everybody will know which.
Yeah, and what the topics are. And so, yes, this is just fresh off the email as to what the dates will be. So we're happy to share that. And we'll even put a visual. And there's a mandated, you must attend at least 3 of the 6 to be able to secure your hand crank radio and flashlight combination.
It's solar. Oh, it's hand crank.
It's hand crank.
Not solar crank.
Well, I think it's also solar powered,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
think
also hand crank.
Yeah, solar.
And it
hand
has
crank.
it has a bunch of different features.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
It is, but we appreciated the fact that it could be hand cranked, right? Because if we don't have electricity,
Or it's night, we can't
Yep.
get the solar part to work. So.
exactly. So, yeah, we were able to secure that, and let me tell you, getting anything purchased through the city of Los Angeles is a high hurdle. That one took almost 3 months to get approved. It sounds easy, but things are not simple in the city of Los Angeles.
Agreed.
I'm so glad you guys decided to come join us. I know, Caesar, so besides the speeding, what else brought you to our public safety and emergency planning?
Just the public safety part. I just want to make sure our streets the speed limit gets lowered somehow. I just start brainstorming ideas would be a good spot. I thought bike lanes, maybe bus lanes, things so cars don't think these are like highways. That's the main
See
thing.
if I can get one of our fire fighters or probably the captain come join us one evening and share why speed bumps are not a good idea. I thought that was a great idea too until I was speaking to them. They're like, no, Grace, not a good idea. So they clearly would know more than I do, and I would defer to them, but I think it'd be great if everyone else understood why
Right.
the speed bumps aren't necessarily the best answers.
Right. Also, my wife just pointed out that like we drive on Jefferson quite a lot just to go pick up our kid from school, and we like hardly see anybody getting pulled over, like getting tickets for speeding. Like like the police presence is also like not there. So it's like, why are we pulling people over? Like blowing stop signs all
Aren't
the time.
why do they get to speed and there's no accountability? So
Right.
these speed cameras, which are now legal in the state of California, and the pilot projects will occur in, I forget, 5 or 6 cities, Los Angeles being one of them, is a great opportunity for us to bring down the speed.
Right. Right. But do we have police that are able to give tickets still, right? Or did I miss something? Because it's like, put a precedent, like pull over somebody, anybody, like turn on your lights, and I don't know. It's like it doesn't seem like there's a police presence. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Do you guys notice that
Okay,
too? Or
yeah,
am I
Teresa wanted to comment and then I'll comment after that.
Go ahead, please. So one of the things, when we find out who the senior lead officer is for Jefferson Park, and I believe there are 2 different senior lead officers because it's so large, we can, or somehow it can be requested that they have traffic, which is another separate.
There was a loud noise.
Gavin, something happened. Something fell, something happened in the back. That we could ask them to talk to the traffic division, maybe to put up speed monitors so people can see what speed they're doing and know that they, need to slow down. And maybe there's some other mitigations that can happen. But really, Rosie, I wanted to ask, why don't you like what happened on West Adams Boulevard?
Well, it makes it, the traffic is slower. People still, if it's not going fast enough, just zooms past you. They're on the wrong side of the road. It's just like, it just makes traffic go even slower. And then the people who don't want to wait, then they'll just zoom past you anyway on the wrong side of the road, or taking up 2 lanes to get past you.
right? And this
And
is
so
why
when
I
people
bring
who
up
are
the
used to
police.
taking Adams to go to work, now it's like they have to leave even more sooner because the traffic is not moving freely.
Right. And
It
this is
went
where
from
like
2
the police
lanes to 1
comes.
lane, almost, as bad as downtown Culver City now.
Okay,
Right.
Caesar, you were trying to say something?
Yeah, like what Rosie said, I've also experienced that on Adams, like people driving on the wrong side to like cut people off and like going on the bike lane. But it's like, where is the police? Like, why aren't these people getting pulled over? Like, I just, it seems like there's no police. Like, do we understand? Like, I understand we can put all this new tech on the road, but if there's no police, like, it's still gonna happen. Like, do you guys not see that? Am I just
Actually, the speed cameras will be costly. The first one will sort of be a warning, and the second one will be like, I forget, $50 and then $100, and then it just exponentially grows so that you need to slow down. I think one of the things I heard from the police was that they just don't have the manpower to go ahead and like ticket everybody. They're dealing with bigger crimes. And truthfully, the LAPD has gotten a lot of pushback about the fact that they pulled people over. So they're probably a little wary and tired, and they're definitely not feeling loved.
so that's just deterring them from just doing anything at all? Like they're just like, I just come out mind blown, like don't get people like the job of just pulling people over for violating traffic laws is like pretty easy to do. Like there's I don't know. But anyway, we can move on. I understand. I just
Yeah. So I think if we brought in our firefighters about the speed bumps, and then we can get one of the slows to come join us and talk about what's happening, maybe that'll make it easier for you to understand what's going on. But the speed cameras is something that UNNC, there have been other neighborhood councils who have been requesting speed cameras in their streets. So definitely Venice, Washington, Jefferson, Adams have been high fatality streets in our footprint, unfortunately. So I think it makes sense for us to request it, and we'll try to get the council member's office to make sure that these requests go in. Shockingly, our council has actually agreed to give $1.62 million in beautification funds to a different council district, which blew my mind.
Why?
About that.
Yeah.
But hold on just a second. Caesar, let me just say the West Adams Avenues is the association meeting. It's the area that I represent on the neighborhood council. And many people who live in Jefferson Park attend our neighborhood association meeting. And Rosie does too sometimes. So our senior lead officer will be there. Our next meeting is Wednesday. So if you put your email in the chat, I'll send you the agenda with the Zoom link, and you're welcome. Actually, we're meeting in person here at the South Seas House and on Zoom this meeting. So you're welcome to join us and ask the, thank you, and ask the senior lead officer who your senior lead officer is. I know there's an Officer Whiteman, but I don't know what part of Jefferson Park he represents. Yeah.
Right.
So please, I'll send you the agenda, and maybe you can come to the meeting.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Rosie, was there anything else you wanted to share or thoughts?
No, I will ask the senior lead officer when we get their name, because I did notice a camera in the alley, and I'm just wondering, is that camera working or is it just there for show?
And do you think that alley camera was put up by the police or maybe one of your neighbors?
No, it actually says it doesn't say by a neighbor. It says something about either LAPD or the district, something like that. I have to actually take a picture of it. But it seems like to be a camera that was put up not by a neighbor.
Okay.
Grace, do you want to tell us about the 1.6 million good
Sure. So each area is given funds, and there was 1.62 million that was allocated to be used to clean up and beautify the Wilshire Center Koreatown Neighborhood Council. And then in November of 2023, just 2 months ago, our council member voted to give the money to CD13, which just blew my mind.
Can you explain that? Because I don't understand how she could vote to take our money. And is that Tracy Park? What?
No, that is Hugo Soto Martinez in CD13. And so the money was earmarked to be used in CD10, but it wasn't used. And so CD13 is like, can I have the money? And instead of saying no, she said yes, which it's like, what are you doing? There's someone who wants to come into the room. Okay, so that was unusual. And it's like, that's not, most people fight to keep their money.
Right.
You should have fought for the money to be used in our district because we need those funds.
I need to find out some about that.
Yes, I'm happy to give you all the details, and you can go find the
the council motion. I need to go in and because I will say normally it's something I'm on top of, but during the holidays, I kind of got lax. Plus, I'm doing a lot of my tree work, so I haven't been up on all of those. But I do get all of those. Not only the motions, but the committee referrals. So I will look for that. Caller that's joining us, would you like to identify yourself? 323. The last digit's 1001. No. Okay.
Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining us. And you just caught us at the very tail end because we're a team that just goes right through. The most important part is that there is a speed camera pilot project where LA City is one of the cities that is allowed to use the pilot. And we, as UNNC, will be requesting that some speed cameras be set up, particularly like on West Adams and Jefferson, Washington, Venice, because those are the streets that have had the most fatalities as well as significant injuries. So that is something we will be doing. And then the big news is that our emergency preparedness sessions, which is 6 months long, one session on the 1st of each month, except for July. So it will be February 6th, March 5th, I think it was May 1st, maybe June 3rd, I can be wrong on that date, and then July 10th. We'll have a flyer out for everyone to see. It'll be 7 to 9 over at the Gramercy Apartments located on Washington Boulevard and Wilton Place. And that's just a recap. And Pamela, if there's something you want to share or ask in regards to emergency planning or public safety, we will be calling it an evening. Miss Pamela, if you want to speak, you need to unmute yourself.
That's our new board member. Betty, Miss Smith, is that you? Hi, you're on mute.
Okay, please unmute yourself.
Not at this time. Go ahead.
Okay, terrific. There was something else. Oh, and just a reminder, believe it or not, January 17th will be 30 years since the Northridge earthquake. That was a 6.7 back 30 years ago in the early morning hours. And did you all feel the January 1st jolt that we had here locally?
Yes.
Yes, it was a 4.1, but relatively close. So yeah, a lot of us felt it. And I think it was a good wake-up call that people need to be prepared for the big one, meaning the earthquake.
We really do.
Yes. So, okay. Well, unless there's anything else you wanted to say tonight.
Yes,
Perfect.
I will email it to you.
Thanks, Caesar. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Miss
Bye.
Smith.
Good night. Betty, is that Betty who was
Bye.
on UNNC a long time ago?
Yes, it's the same one. She is rejoined the board.
Oh,
Yes.
hi.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a good evening.
Okay, bye.